The screech of tires on wet pavement shattered the night as Logan slammed on the brakes, her heart pounding like a war drum. Rain hammered the windshield of her old Subaru, blurring the red taillights ahead just enough to make her swerve at the last second. But it wasn't the near miss that sent ice through her veins, it was the text lighting up her phone on the passenger seat. Mom knows about us. She's coming to the apartment. Tonight. Jordan's words hit like a punch, turning a routine drive home from work into the beginning of a nightmare neither of them had seen coming. Logan gripped the steering wheel tighter, her knuckles white against the black leather. She and Jordan had been roommates for 2 years at NYU, sharing a cramped walk-up in Greenwich Village that felt like a sanctuary from the world. What started as late-night study sessions and shared secrets had blossomed into something deeper, a love that whispered promises in stolen glances and tentative touches. But in a conservative family like Jordan's, rooted in a small Ohio town where church bells rang louder than progress, their relationship was a secret bomb waiting to explode. By the time Logan burst through the apartment door, drenched and breathless, Jordan was pacing the living room, her phone clutched like a lifeline. "She found my journal," Jordan whispered, her voice cracking. At 24, Jordan was the picture of poise, top of her class in journalism, with dreams of exposing social injustices, but now she looked small, fragile, like the girl who'd fled her hometown to escape the suffocating expectations of marriage and motherhood. Logan pulled her into a hug, feeling Jordan's body tremble. "We'll face her together," Logan said, though doubt gnawed at her insides. Logan, 25 and working as a graphic designer, had grown up in a more accepting Seattle family, but she knew the stakes. Jordan's parents paid her tuition, her rent. One wrong word and it could all vanish. The knock came too soon, sharp and insistent. Jordan froze, but Logan moved first, opening the door to reveal Mrs. Harlan Eleanor, standing there with a suitcase, her face a mask of controlled fury. "Jordan," she said, ignoring Logan entirely, "we need to talk. Alone." The air thickened with unspoken accusations. Eleanor stepped inside, her eyes scanning the room like a detective at a crime scene, lingering on the shared bed visible through the open bedroom door. Jordan's voice was barely audible. "Mom, please." But Eleanor cut her off. "I've driven 8 hours because your father found something disturbing in your old room." "A letter?" "To her." She jabbed a finger toward Logan, who felt her stomach drop. The confrontation erupted like a storm. Eleanor unloaded years of pent-up expectations. "We raised you better than this. It's a phase, a confusion from this godless city." Jordan tried to explain, her words tumbling out about love, about authenticity. But each syllable seemed to wound her mother deeper. Logan stood silent at first, the outsider in this family war. But when Eleanor turned to her, "You've corrupted my daughter," something snapped. "Mrs. Harlan, Jordan isn't corrupted. She's happy. With me." The words hung there, a declaration that sealed the rift. Eleanor's face twisted in pain and rage. "Pack your things, Jordan. You're coming home." Jordan hesitated, her eyes darting between her mother and Logan. The choice loomed like a guillotine. Stay and risk losing her family's support, or leave and betray her heart. In that moment, Logan saw the first crack in Jordan's resolve, the fear of isolation, of financial ruin. "Mom, I can't just," Jordan started, but Eleanor interrupted with the ultimatum. "If you choose this lifestyle, you're on your own. No more money, no more family holidays. Think about your future." The room spun for Logan. She hadn't anticipated this level of cruelty, this weaponizing of love against love. As the night wore on, arguments circled like vultures. Eleanor painted pictures of a ruined life. No career in journalism without their connections, societal scorn, eternal regret. Jordan countered weakly at first, defending their bond, but doubt crept in. Logan watched, helpless as Jordan's inner turmoil played out. Memories of childhood sermons on sin, the pressure to be the perfect daughter. By dawn, Jordan made her first concession. "Maybe we can talk more tomorrow, Mom. Stay here tonight." Logan's heart sank. It felt like a betrayal, a step toward surrender. Lying awake beside Jordan later, Logan whispered, "Are we worth fighting for?" Jordan's silence was deafening. The next day brought more tension. Eleanor cooked breakfast as if nothing had happened, but her questions were barbs. Logan, don't you want a family? Children. Logan bit back responses, focusing on Jordan, who avoided her gaze. Work called Logan away, leaving the two alone, a decision she regretted instantly. Returning that evening, she found Jordan in tears, Eleanor triumphant. She's agreed to come home for a week, to think things through. Logan's world tilted. Jordan, no. This is us giving in. But Jordan's eyes pleaded. I need time. To make sure. The hurt sliced deep. Logan felt the first sting of abandonment, questioning if their love was strong enough against the tidal wave of family loyalty. Days blurred into a haze of whispered fights and forced civility. Jordan packed a bag, promising it was temporary, but Logan saw the shift, the way Jordan now second-guessed their touches, the guilt in her eyes. Eleanor watched like a hawk, sowing seeds of doubt. This isn't natural. You'll see. As Jordan's car pulled away with her mother, Logan stood alone on the sidewalk, rain mixing with tears. The apartment felt empty, a shell of what it had been. But worse was the seed of resentment growing in Logan's chest. Had Jordan ever truly chosen her? Or was this love just a rebellion doomed to fail? Weeks turned into a month with Jordan gone, the silence between them growing like a chasm. Logan threw herself into work, designing logos for startups that promised innovation while her own life felt stagnant, trapped in limbo. Texts from Jordan were sporadic. Miss you. Mom's pushing therapy. Each one twisted the knife deeper. Logan's friends urged her to move on. She's caving to pressure, Logan. Don't wait. But letting go meant admitting defeat to the very prejudices they'd sworn to defy. Back in Ohio, Jordan navigated a minefield. Her father, a stoic factory manager, barely spoke, his disappointment a heavy fog over family dinners. We love you, but this path leads to pain, he'd say, echoing church doctrines. Eleanor arranged sessions with a counselor who specialized in reorientation, framing Jordan's feelings as a product of urban influence. Jordan attended reluctantly, her mind a battlefield of conflicting voices. Logan's laughter and memories versus her parents' pleas for normalcy. What if they're right? She confided in a late-night call to Logan. What if I'm hurting everyone? Logan's response was fierce. They're hurting you. Fight back. The turning point came during a family gathering. Aunts and uncles whispered about that phase in New York. Their pitying looks like acid. Jordan's younger sister Mia pulled her aside. I don't care who you love, sis. But Mom's making this about saving your soul. It was the first crack of support, but it highlighted the isolation. Jordan felt like a pariah in her own home. That night she dreamed of Logan, of their first kiss under city lights, and woke with a resolve. She couldn't live a lie. Packing quietly, she confronted her parents at breakfast. I'm going back. To Logan. This is who I am. The explosion was inevitable. Her father slammed his fist. If you leave, don't come back. Eleanor wept, accusing Jordan of selfishness, of abandoning faith and family. You'll regret this when you're alone and broken. Jordan's hand shook as she grabbed her keys, the weight of their words crushing her spirit. Driving away, tears blurred the highway, but a spark of freedom ignited. She called Logan. I'm coming home. For good. Logan's relief was palpable, but beneath it lurked wariness. Could they rebuild after this fracture? Reunited in New York, joy mingled with tension. Jordan cut ties with her parents' finances, taking a part-time job at a coffee shop to cover rent. I'll finish school on loans, she declared. But the strain showed in dark circles under her eyes. Logan supported her, but resentment simmered. You left me hanging for a month. Did you even try to fight sooner? Arguments flared about money, about trust. One night it boiled over. I was scared. Jordan yelled. Losing them means losing everything I knew. Logan shot back. And what about losing me? The words hung, a reminder of the costs already paid. Social pressures compounded the chaos. At NYU, whispers followed Jordan after a classmate outed their relationship online. Freak. One post read from an anonymous account. Jordan's journalism professor pulled her aside. Be careful. This could affect internships. The world felt hostile, every stare a judgment. Logan faced it too at work. A client's offhand comment about those types stung. They clung to each other, but the external barbs deepened internal wounds. Is this worth it? Jordan whispered one sleepless night. Logan held her. We decide that. Not them. A betrayal loomed from an unexpected quarter. Mia, Jordan's sister, visited unannounced, bearing a letter from their parents. Come home. We can fix this. But Mia confessed her own secret. She'd leaked the journal to their mom, thinking it would help Jordan. I didn't know it'd blow up like this, Mia sobbed. Jordan's world shattered anew. Family betrayal cut deeper than disapproval. How could you? She demanded, shoving Mia out. Logan watched, horrified, as Jordan crumbled. Even my sister. Who can I trust? The fallout tested their bond. Jordan withdrew, questioning loyalties while Logan pushed for confrontation. Call her out publicly if you have to. But Jordan chose silence, fearing more division. Instead, she channeled pain into an article for the school paper. The hidden costs of coming out. It went viral on campus, sparking debates but also backlash. Hate mail arrived. Anonymous threats that chilled them both. One evening, a rock shattered their window with a note. Go back to hell. Panic set in, they filed a police report, but the officer's dismissive tone, kids being kids, fueled Logan's rage. This is what we face every day, she said to Jordan. Are you ready for more? As tensions peaked, Jordan faced a moral crossroads. An internship offer came from a prestigious firm, but it required relocating to D.C., alone initially. It could secure our future, she argued. Logan saw it as escape, or a way to run from the mess. The decision loomed, echoing her earlier choice with her family. In a heated debate, Jordan admitted, I'm tired of fighting everyone. Maybe space would help. Logan's heart broke. Space from me. The argument ended in tears, with Jordan storming out, leaving Logan alone with doubts. Was their love a strength or a curse? The internship decision hung over them like a storm cloud, forcing Jordan to weigh ambition against love. She accepted the offer, framing it as temporary. 3 months in D.C. I'll commute weekends. But Logan sensed the undercurrent. A desire for breathing room from the constant battles. Go if you must, Logan said, her voice laced with hurt. But don't pretend it's not a step away. Jordan left with promises, but the goodbye kiss felt final, laced with unspoken fears. In D.C., Jordan dove into work, exposing political scandals that mirrored her personal turmoil. The distance amplified her reflections. Was she defined by her sexuality? Or could she transcend the labels? Colleagues were supportive, a liberal bubble contrasting Ohio's conservatism. But late nights brought loneliness, and calls with Logan grew strained. How's the city treating you? Logan asked once. Busy, Jordan replied, evading the real question. Was she drifting? Back in New York, Logan grappled with solitude. She joined a support group for LGBTQ partners, sharing stories of family rifts and societal scorn. One member, Taylor, a charismatic artist, offered empathy and subtle flirtation. You're strong, Logan. Don't let her absence dim that. Logan resisted at first, loyal to a fault, but doubts crept in. Jordan's texts felt distant, her visits postponed. Work's piling up, Jordan excused. Logan wondered. Was this the beginning of the end? A surprise visit from Eleanor shattered the fragile peace. She showed up at Logan's door uninvited, her face etched with regret. I need to see Jordan, she pleaded. Logan, stunned, refused. She's in D.C. And after what you did. But Eleanor persisted. I was wrong. The church counselor opened my eyes. Love isn't sin. Skeptical, Logan probed. Why the change? Eleanor confessed. Mia's coming out as bi had forced a reckoning. I lost one daughter. I can't lose another. The revelation hit Logan like a wave. Irony wrapped in hope. She agreed to relay the message but warned, Jordan's trust is broken. When Logan told Jordan over the phone, silence stretched. She wants reconciliation? Jordan laughed bitterly. After the ultimatums? The therapy. But seeds of longing sprouted. Family ties ran deep. Maybe meet halfway, Logan suggested, hiding her own unease. What if forgiveness pulled Jordan back into the fold, away from their life? Jordan agreed to a call, but it devolved into accusations. "You drove me away," Jordan yelled. Eleanor's tears softened her. "I'm sorry. Come home for Thanksgiving." Jordan hung up, conflicted. The moral quagmire deepened when Jordan uncovered a story at work. A senator's aide outed for political gain, ruining lives. It mirrored her own exposure, fueling anger. She poured it into her writing, earning praise but attracting enemies. A threatening email arrived. "Drop the story or we'll expose more." Paranoia set in. Was it linked to her past? She confided in Logan, who urged caution. "Come home. We face this together." But Jordan pushed forward, driven by a need to prove her worth beyond her identity. Betrayal struck from within. Taylor, from the support group, kissed Logan during a vulnerable moment after a fight with Jordan. Logan pulled away immediately, guilt flooding her. It was nothing, she told herself, but the secret festered. When Jordan visited, the tension was electric. "Something's off," Jordan sensed. Logan confessed. "It was a mistake. I stopped it." Jordan's face crumpled. "While I'm fighting for us down there?" The argument raged, trust shattered, echoes of Mia's betrayal. "How could you?" Jordan echoed her own past words. Logan begged. "It meant nothing. I love you." But Jordan left early, wounded. In D.C., Jordan spiraled, questioning everything. A colleague, Lena, offered comfort, too much, leading to a near-miss flirtation. Jordan halted. "I'm committed," she insisted, but the hypocrisy stung. She called Mia, seeking clarity. "Why'd you out me?" Mia apologized. "I was scared for you. But now I get it." The conversation sparked awakening. Forgiveness wasn't weakness. Jordan decided. Meet Eleanor, but on her terms. The reunion in a neutral Ohio diner was tense. Eleanor arrived humbled, offering apologies without conditions. "I see now, love is love." Jordan listened, tears flowing, but set boundaries. "Accept Logan or nothing." Eleanor nodded. "Bring her next time." Hope flickered, but Jordan's heart remained guarded. Returning to D.C., she texted Logan. "We need to talk. In person." Logan arrived anxious, the air thick with unresolved pain. "I forgave my mom," Jordan announced. Logan's eyes widened. "After everything?" Jordan explained. "Holding grudges hurts me more. But your kiss, that cut deep." They dissected the betrayal, actions born of loneliness, decisions with heavy prices. "We both messed up," Logan admitted. Reconciliation came slowly, through honest talks and shared vulnerabilities. But scars lingered, a reminder of fragility. As Jordan's internship ended, she faced another choice. Extend it for promotion, or return to New York. The job could change lives, she said. Logan countered. "What about our life?" The debate highlighted their growth. Jordan more assertive, Logan more empathetic. Ultimately, Jordan chose return. "You're my priority." But the decision cost her the promotion, a sacrifice for love. Back in New York, rebuilding was a delicate dance. Jordan's article on outing scandals got published nationally, drawing acclaim but also vitriol. Online trolls targeted them. Dyke duo destroying families. The hate mail escalated, forcing them to change locks and install cameras. "This is the price," Jordan said grimly. Logan nodded but inwardly questioned. How much more could they endure? Family dynamics shifted tentatively. Eleanor called weekly, awkward at first but warming. "Tell Logan hello," she'd say. Jordan's father remained distant, a silent wound. Mia visited, bonding over shared secrets, but trust rebuilt slowly. "I owe you," Mia said. Jordan forgave, but vigilance remained. Betrayals left permanent marks. Socially, they navigated minefields. At a pride event, they marched hand in hand, empowered yet exposed. A counter-protester shouted slurs, triggering Jordan's panic. Logan pulled her away. "We're stronger than them." But privately, Jordan confessed. "Sometimes I wonder if hiding was easier." Logan's heart ached. The constant fight eroded joy. "We can't let them win," she urged, but doubt mirrored in her eyes. A professional crisis amplified tensions. Logan's firm landed a conservative client who, upon discovering her orientation via social media, pulled out. "We can't associate with." Controversy. They emailed. Logan's boss sympathized but cut hours. Business is business. Financial strain hit hard. Jordan's loans loomed. Their savings dwindled. I'll take extra shifts, Jordan offered, but exhaustion bred resentment. If I'd stayed in Ohio, Jordan muttered once. Logan exploded. Don't. That's not us. The breaking point came during a heated dinner. We're drowning, Logan said. Maybe we need a break. Jordan recoiled. After all we've sacrificed? But the idea lingered, a tempting escape from the grind. They separated temporarily, Jordan crashing with a friend, each grappling with solitude. Logan revisited the support group, avoiding Taylor, reflecting on choices. Had love blinded her to realities? Jordan journaled furiously, dissecting morals. Was persistence bravery or stubbornness? Reconciliation sparked from crisis. Jordan's article won an award, but at the ceremony, a heckler disrupted. Freak. Security escorted him, but the incident went viral, outing them further. Support poured in messages of solidarity, but so did threats. Terrified, Jordan called Logan. I need you. They reunited, vowing resilience. We'll move if we have to, Logan said. Start fresh. But starting fresh meant sacrifices. They relocated to Seattle, near Logan's family, trading New York's energy for safety. Logan's parents welcomed Jordan warmly, a stark contrast to Ohio. Your family now, her mom said. Jordan thrived in a new journalism role, focusing on LGBTQ rights. Yet homesickness gnawed. She missed Mia, even Eleanor. Calls bridged gaps, but distance highlighted losses. A final confrontation loomed when Eleanor visited Seattle. I want to understand, she said. Over coffee, stories unfolded. Eleanor's own suppressed dreams, societal pressures that shaped her. I projected my fears onto you, she admitted. Jordan shared pains. Your rejection nearly broke me. Tears flowed, forging tentative bonds. Logan watched, hopeful yet cautious. Actions over words. As bonds mended, new conflicts arose. Jordan's father refused contact, a lingering ache. Give him time, Eleanor urged. But Jordan drew lines. No more toxicity. The choice empowered her but cost family unity. Mia's support grew, a silver lining amid ruins. Professionally, triumphs came with trade-offs. Jordan's advocacy work exposed her to burnout, endless fights against prejudice. Is change worth the toll? She asked Logan one night. Every bit, Logan replied, but weariness showed. They attended therapy together, unpacking traumas, betrayals, pressures, decisions that scarred. In quiet moments, love reaffirmed. A weekend hike in the mountains, hands intertwined, reminded them of beginnings. We've paid dearly, Jordan said. But I choose you again. Logan smiled. Me too. Yet shadows persisted. Society's gaze never fully lifted. As they built a life, awakenings deepened. Jordan realized strength in vulnerability, Logan in forgiveness. But costs accumulated. Lost opportunities, strained ties, emotional exhaustion. One evening, watching the sunset, Jordan pondered. Did we win or just survive? The move to Seattle brought a fragile peace, but ripples from the past continued to disrupt. Jordan's advocacy escalated. She testified before state legislatures on anti-discrimination bills, her voice steady despite trembling hands. I've lived the hate, she'd say, drawing from personal scars. Applause followed, but so did backlash. Protesters picketing her office, chanting outdated dogmas. Logan stood by her at rallies, their linked arms a defiant symbol. Yet each event drained them, a reminder that acceptance was a battle, not a given. Family reconciliation progressed unevenly. Eleanor's visits became regular, evolving from stiff politeness to genuine warmth. She baked Jordan's favorite cookies, asked about Logan's designs with interest. I'm learning, Eleanor said once, handing over a book on LGBTQ history. Jordan accepted it warily, but the gesture healed slivers of hurt. Mia joined for holidays, her presence a bridge, sharing laughs that echoed pre-conflict days. Yet Jordan's father remained a ghost, silent calls, unreturned messages. He's stubborn, Eleanor explained. Jordan nodded, but the absence festered, a moral dilemma. Pursue him and risk more pain, or let go and embrace chosen family. Socially, Seattle's progressive vibe offered respite, but prejudices lurked. At a neighborhood barbecue, a neighbor's casual remark, "You two are so trendy," stung like a microaggression. Logan brushed it off publicly but privately vented. "When will we just be normal?" Jordan agreed, their conversations delving into ethics. Was visibility a duty or a burden? They chose activism, co-founding a local support network, but it demanded time, pulling from their relationship. "We're helping others," Jordan justified. Logan sighed. "At what cost to us?" A major confrontation arose when Jordan's old NYU classmate, the one who'd outed them, reached out apologetically. "I was jealous," he confessed via email. "Of your courage." Jordan debated responding, "Forgive and close the chapter, or ignore and perpetuate grudges." Logan advised caution. "He's not worth the energy." But Jordan met him seeking closure. The talk revealed his own struggles, closeted, envious. "You inspired me to come out," he said. Jordan left conflicted. Empathy clashed with resentment. "Betrayal shaped us," she told Logan later. "But maybe it's a cycle we can break." Professional peaks brought personal valleys. Logan landed a dream job at a tech firm, but it required travel, echoing Jordan's DC stint. "Turnabout's fair," Jordan teased, but loneliness crept in. During one trip, Logan faced a dilemma. A colleague propositioned her, testing loyalty. She declined firmly, but the incident echoed her past slip, prompting confession upon return. "Nothing happened," she assured. Jordan trusted, but shadows of doubt lingered, a price of prior wounds. As years ticked by, no months blurred into a year, their bond solidified through trials. They adopted a dog, a symbol of commitment, its playful energy lightening heavy days. But awakenings came harshly. Jordan's health faltered under stress, a panic attack landing her in the ER. "You're burning out," the doctor warned. Logan held her hand. "We need balance." It forced reevaluation, scale back activism, prioritize self-care. Jordan resisted at first. "People need us." But Logan's plea won. "I need you whole." The ultimate test arrived with Eleanor's plea. "Your father wants to meet. He's ill. Cancer stage 2. Jordan's world tilted. Moral lines blurred. Go and risk reopening scars or stay in regret. "He rejected me," she agonized. Logan supported. "Your choice. But closure might heal." Jordan flew to Ohio, Logan by her side. The hospital room was stark, her father frail. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "For everything." Tears broke barriers. Forgiveness flowed, not easy but necessary. "I love you, Dad," Jordan said, the words a release. Returning home transformed, Jordan reflected on the journey. Confrontations that forged strength, betrayals that taught caution, sacrifices that defined love. Their relationship, battered but resilient, stood as testament. Yet questions lingered. Had the pain been justified? In the end, as they sat on their porch watching rainfall, Jordan turned to Logan. "Was it all worth it?" Logan squeezed her hand. "Every scar." But the deeper query echoed. In a world of prejudices and pressures, when does fighting for love cross into self-destruction? Was Jordan's path of defiance and forgiveness the right one, or should she have chosen conformity to spare the pain?